cold steel of the gun pressed against my thigh was a stark contrast to the warm silk of my gown, a hidden serpent coiled and ready to strike. Across the glittering sea of the ballroom, his eyes found mine, twin flames in the dim light. There he was, my mirror in this masquerade of espionage, a man whose touch could ruin or revive me, depending on the hour. The chandelier's crystals danced above us, casting prismatic shadows that mirrored the complexity of our entanglement. As he approached, the ambient noise of the gala faded into a hushed whisper. The air around him seemed to hum with a magnetic pull, drawing me to him, inevitable as the tide to the moon. "Eva," he breathed, his voice a silken caress against the chaos of my thoughts. His hand found the small of my back, a searing path through the fabric, branding me as surely as any mark of possession. "Adam," I replied, "our names as much an alias as our love was a paradox. I never seemed to be ready for you," I confessed, my voice a mix of defiance and desire. "That's the thrill, isn't it?" His lips barely grazed the shell of my ear, sending a shiver down my spine. He was an enigma wrapped in the guise of a gentleman, as lethal as he was seductive. The room spun as he led me in a dance, a prelude to the chaos that would soon follow. Our eyes locked, a silent exchange among the unspoken words and the clink of champagne glasses. It was a dance of danger and promise, each step a brush with both ecstasy and oblivion. The gunfire erupted like a sudden storm, a symphony of violence that broke the facade of civility. We moved together, a fluid dance of evasion and attack, our bodies speaking a language older than words. Our gunfire was our rhythm, a deadly ballet beneath the soaring music of the orchestra. Bodies fell, and the scent of gunpowder mixed with the sweet fragrance of lust that hung between us. As the echoes faded, we stood, the eye of the storm, our chests heaving, our lips inches apart, breathing each other's breath. "This could be our last night on earth," he whispered, his fingertips tracing the line of my jaw, sending a cascade of desire through my veins. "Then let's make it a night worth living," I responded, my gunfire resolve melting into a pool of longing. A night without masks, without secrets. He crushed his lips to mine, a fierce and tender claiming that spoke of a hunger too long denied. The world outside our embrace ceased to exist. In that kiss was our surrender, a momentary truce in a war we were destined to fight. We slipped away into the velvet night, leaving behind a scene of opulent devastation. The sirens in the distance sang of our escape, a siren call to the love and the life that awaited us in the shadows. Our love was a weapon, our passion the most exquisite danger. In the end, we weren't just allies, we were co-conspirators in a love that defied every rule, every boundary, every line we had ever drawn.